Currently in the process of packing up for a big cross-country move from California to Pennsylvania. Already started packing up the studio, so for the next couple of weeks, this will be my background. And as I start to make the drive from state to state, the show will still go on, damn it, just in different hotel rooms. Either way, the Vikings at 5-1, they have a nice cushion between themselves and the rest of the NFC North. Let's take a look at how the rest of the division has shaped up so far, starting with the Detroit Lions, currently in the basement at 1-4. Every offseason, I'm told that this is the year of the come up for the Lions, and it's the same old song and dance. This year is no different, except that on this channel, the offseason outlook for the NFC North, I said that everything would click right for Detroit, except that Jared Goff would be the reason why it comes crumbling down and that I just don't trust him. I was wrong. He's been solid. 11 touchdowns to 4 interceptions, top 10 in passing yards per game, 60% completion rate, but gotta cut him some slack there because the Lions as a team are top 10 in drop passes. I can't point the finger at Goff. Their offensive line is perhaps the best in the league. They have the second ranked offense, third best scoring offense, but as great as their offense has been, conversely, their defense has been equally great at being awful. Last in total defense, most points allowed. Their turnover differential is -2. They couldn't stop an ant even if they stepped on it. And I thought that the Lions would at least be better than Chicago. Not the case right now. I'm rooting for Dan Campbell. I like him a lot, but 4 wins in 22 games. I think it's between him and Nathaniel Hackett as far as who's the first head coach to be fired. The Chicago Bears, Ryan Poles, we're going to take the NFC North and never give it back, damn it. Clearly took the GM job, not believing that Justin Fields is the answer at quarterback. If you did, you would have put more effort into the offensive line and receivers. You didn't. Either that or you just completely whiffed this past offseason. I don't know which is it. And I don't know if there's been much focus on developing Fields as a passer by hiring a defensive coordinator as a head coach. Justin Fields is the least accurate quarterback among all starters. If you're looking to tank, which I think they are, then I hope the Panthers, Lions, Texans, and Commanders stay on track to beat you for CJ Stroud and Bryce Young. We're going to take the NFC North back. What, in your sleep? Go ahead. You got it. The Lions and the Bears, they're going to have a top 10 pick in next year's draft, which brings us now to the Green Bay Packers. Knowing good and well that the Vikings are notorious for epic collapses, after giving you all the faith in the world to believe in this team, they're 5-1. That's pretty great. I understand that it could all fall apart. I don't care. I'm going to take this opportunity to look down at the gum sticking on the sidewalk known as the Green Bay Packers. Where do you even begin with this mess? How about the defense? We were made to believe this offseason, we were made to believe that the Packers defense would be all around elite. Against the pass, you got it, but against the run, they're an open door. I think the main problem here is the quarterback, number 12. Back-to-back MVPs the last 2 years, that's all well and good. And sure, Devontae Adams being gone, that absolutely sucks. But Allen Lazard, Romeo Doubs, they're okay. Sammy Watkins is on IR. Christian Watson, and I get it, he's a rookie. Give him another year or two before you can fairly assess. But so far, he's been a major letdown. But Aaron Rodgers, the decision-making has been poor. The magic ability to throw receivers open just isn't there. The fear that defenses used to have in playing against him no longer exists. He's just another guy. If they would commit to Aaron Jones, they could climb out of being 500. He should be the focal point of that offense. But of the rest of the NFC North, the Packers are the ones, I suppose, that can make things interesting. But for the Vikings, after sweeping the first half of games against divisional opponents, I think they're going to sweep the rest of the way and go 6-0. I worry about them if they can kick it into high gear and keep up with the elite teams in the league, but the Lions, the Bears, the Packers, they're not that. The Vikings will win this division, and they can absolutely win it even at 9-8, although I think they'll go 11-6. Comments time. Daniel Sanchez, love your show, man, but just heard you on Score North. I'm not down on Dalvin Cook yet, and you have to stop taking him for granted. Did you see that cutback he put on the safety for the touchdown? Showing he can still break one is going to help keep defenses honest. He ranks 6th in the NFL at 450 rushing yards, and he's on pace for 1275, despite not being as much of a centerpiece on the offense. Yeah, I want to see him in the passing game more, but the dude is still productive and dangerous. this? Well, yeah, I saw the play. It was a nice touchdown run by Dalvin Cook. However, the problem with him so far this season has been consistency. So the first 6 games, yards per carry. Against the Packers, week 1, 4.5. Against the Eagles, week 2, less than 3. Following game against the Lions, 5.6. That's pretty good. The following game against the Saints, less than 4. Against the Bears, 5.2. On Sunday, against the Dolphins, 6 yards per carry. That's pretty damn good. However, the difference between him averaging 2 yards per carry on Sunday, Daniel, and what turned out to be 6 yards per carry was that one play. That 153-yard touchdown run. Besides that play, Dalvin Cook didn't do jack. It's the equivalent of the batter who strikes out a bunch, but he might hit a home run once in a while. That's not something that you can rely on consistently. Next comment by King Quell Streaming. Comeback player of the year should be P2. I'm not sure if you're trolling me here. You did say LOL at the end, so maybe I am getting trolled. Either way, I'm going to assume that you're being serious, but comeback player of the year implies that the year prior the player was hurt and he came back and he was productive, or the year prior he was healthy but wasn't good at all. Last year, P2 was way better than what he is right now, so comeback player of the year. No, it should be Garrett Bradbury. Or Zadarius Smith. He was hurt last year, just different teams. He missed most of last year. He's healthy now, and he's killing it. Last comment by Kelly Brimmer. Matt Daniels for Coach of the Year. Remember the crap we had last year? We have dudes jumping all over it and believing he picked right. Big call. No doubt, Ryan Wright has been a godsend for this team. I'll put my money on him versus any other punter in the league. The special teams coverage has been electric. However, last time I checked, Kelly, special teams also includes kicking, field goal attempts, extra points. Greg Joseph has been a disaster. He's costing this team points. We still have 11 games to go. We don't trust him. I sure as hell don't trust the guy. I know the team, they can't either. The only thing stopping Matt Daniels from being the Vikings Coach of the Year is Greg Joseph. You can't escape that. Next video is tomorrow. We'll see you then.